Hello there. So for today I want to share with you how David overcome his insomnia. So insomnia is one of the worst things there is, right? Tossing and turning at night and just waking up so tired that you just only can drink caffeine to get through your day. Hypnosis is a very powerful modality to work on insomnia. In fact, in my method, the Lime method, I work with hypnotherapy, but also with nutrition. The first thing we did with David is when he came in, I give him a very powerful cell command therapy. So it's a very powerful hypnotic therapy that brings you into deep relaxation, and it commands the cells to function just like when you were born, right? It instructs the conditions, it programs your cells to work just like nature intended it to. And by doing this, we go back, right, to the place when you were born, to the moment that you were born. And when you were a baby, you slept soundly. Every baby sleeps wherever it can, right? Sleeps in the arms of the parents, sleeps in the cot, sleeps in the stroller, because a baby, it's just so in tune in its body. When it's tired, it just goes to sleep, right? So we really want to reset this, you know, by resetting this powerful state that sleeping is natural, you know. So this powerful audio, I gave this to David. He listened to it for 2 weeks and then he came back. The second session, I did a session completely on insomnia. So I regressed him to some scenes, why, how, when, and where he learned not to sleep. What was very interesting is it came out that around the age of 7, his dad died. And from the moment his dad died, he didn't really understand death. His family didn't grieve, didn't talk about it. He became extremely anxious. So for him, going to sleep was kind of dying. You know, going to sleep was being completely out of control. Because that's what happens, you know, when you experience a death of a loved one, when you're so young, a child can't really understand this, right? And especially if the adults at that time don't really explain it to you. So for him, in his nervous system, sleeping was the worst thing he could do, right? He let go of control. And when he let go of control, that was extremely anxious for him. So it's quite interesting because these beliefs, these patterns, they're stored in your nervous system, right? And if you do not become aware what's the real cause of here David's insomnia, it's quite difficult to reverse it, right? So when David saw, okay, it had to do with my dad's death, right? It kind of allowed him to start his grieving process, also even after 35 years, right? I gave him a very powerful audio where sleep became something natural for him, that he started to relax the muscles in the feet, the muscles in the legs. So every muscle, every nerve in his body was relaxing, letting loose, turning loose. And this powerful audio where he listened to for 2 weeks every night before sleeping, this became automatic for him. It became automatic to just go to sleep. We don't fall to sleep, right? We can't fall asleep. We don't fall anywhere, right? We just go to sleep, right? It's something so natural. Afterwards, I just wanted to do some check-ins with David because even hypnosis is so powerful, and he was sleeping, you know. He had 5 to 6 hours of deep quality sleep. His energy levels really rised. His mood was really boosted too. He felt much better. He was much more productive. Something that I did want to do was look at his nutrition, because I can do all the hypnotherapy in the world, but if you're filling yourself up with lots of coffee, with lots of sweet, you're not going to sleep well too. So that's what I also did in the last sessions I did with David, to really look at his nutrition, like what are you drinking through the day, how many cups of coffee, how much alcohol are you drinking, how much sweet, fast carbs are you eating. So I put him on a detox, which he was really happy to. He shed some weight too, and he felt much more energetic. And above all, he learned like what was really healthy for his body. As David was already an anxious person, he had a big trauma in his childhood, right? Caffeine just boosted that anxiety, right? So it wasn't really good for him. Limiting his alcohol was also something that was very, very beneficial for him to learn that they're not only fast carbs, but they're also slow carbs. You know, there are a lot of gluten-free foods, which are very, very yummy. There are a lot of veggies and proteins, which can really nourish you. For him to just become aware of that, he was really, really excited because he started to cook more, he started to experiment more. So the journey I did with David was not only about sleeping. Sleeping is crucial. Sleeping is number one to have good energy, and that's what we all want, right? But when you get your sleep, it's also very, very important to know how to take care of you. And that's what we did with the nutritional steps. So if you feel inspired by this story, or if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. I'm very happy to reply to you. If this can help someone, please forward this video. I know a lot of people are not sleeping over there. It's one of the worst issues that people are tackling at this moment. So really forward this video, like my video on YouTube, please. Read my blogs, and I'll see you next week. Bye.